Hello YouTube, how are you today? Today I'm going to be talking about the theory of how to win in Yu-Gi-Oh! The theory. Now, it's really simple. It's called the sliding scale technique, or theory, or whatever you want to name it. Something along those lines. They have to deal with pluses and minuses. If you don't know what pluses and minuses is, go back to math class. Plus means to add. And minus means to take away. Okay? That's simple. Now think about this. Players duel. You summon, you ask for a response, blah blah blah. They have a response? No. Okay. Cards like Stratos, or there are cards that give you certain pluses or abilities like Rekindling, or maybe Stardust, possibly. It could be a plus on its end. Dragon's Ravine, draw cards like Trade In, thin your deck out, all those types of cards are pluses. You got minuses like Giant Trunade, Mystical Space Typhoon, etc., etc. So, how does this plus and minus game work? It's very simple. You gain cards, you take away cards from your opponent. It's that simple. Eventually, your opponent won't have any more responses to your pluses or your cards, and you essentially are winning. Doesn't mean you will win, but the chances that you will win are great. Now let me better explain this. This person has 6 cards. This person has 6 cards. This person activates Mystical Space Typhoon. This person loses a card. This person loses a card. They both have 5 cards. This person summons Stratos. This person has 6 cards. This person attacks the monster. This person has 4 cards, and this person still has 6 cards. See how the pluses and minuses work? This person draws a card. This person summons a monster. This person plays Battlement. This person loses a card. This person now has 5 cards. This person goes 6 cards. You can minus him by playing another space. That's 3. So that's how it works. I think I did my math wrong. That's funny, but that's simple. Now I want to match testing this out, and it's not easy to just win straight up with one monster, but you can win with one monster. All you need is a good back row. So I summon Thunder King. Okay, you summon a monster, bottomless. My turn, attack. You summon a monster, bottomless. My turn, attack. And I just kept winning with that one monster. You know, so that's how it works. That's why people don't like minuses in this game. Why do you think everybody want to hop on Hyper Librarian, or what's the other card? I mean Tech Genesis, whatever, Librarian and Formula Synchron, because they plus. And Pilot Everest and Lone Fire and Glow Up Bulb and all that stuff, because you get the plus. You know, you don't have to waste hand advantage to summon a Spore from your graveyard. You don't have to waste hand advantage to summon, you don't have to waste field advantage when you use the Breeze and Dandelion. You get the Breeze, Dandelion, you get tokens. So pluses make decks win. Rescue Cat, when that deck was out, summon them up, Rescue Cat, 2 monsters, Arcanite Musician, another monster. There we go. That's why people use Gravekeeper with Recruiter and Descendant. You flip Spy, you get a monster from your deck. You don't lose a card from your hand. You plus from your deck. Recruiter, you tribute Recruiter for Descendant, destroy your opponent's card, you gain a card. You don't lose anything. That's why pluses make decks work. That's why people don't use Divine Wrath, or don't use Phoenix Wing Blast or things like that. You gotta use cards that either make you plus or severely injure your opponent, or cripple your opponent, or break even. Now what I mean by cripple. Alright, 6 Samurai. They summon Shin. Yep, that's this elemental hero monster that requires a dark and an elemental hero. Shin is dark. You play Super Poly, you got a picture card. You lose 2 cards, they lose Shin. But if you think about it, Shin requires what, 2 cards to make, actually. So normally when Sometimes 6-armor don't start off with United or Gateway, and they summon Shin. They minus themselves. So when you play Superpower on that Shin, you break even in that situation. But if they do use Gateway or something else, you're minusing yourself. But Superpower is good, even though it's a minus. It's a game-breaking card, despite its minuses. But the plus side of it is that it can't be negated. So no Solemn Warning, no Solemn, no Shin, no nothing. Okay? That's why I like the card. That's why the card is good. And that's one of the cards that I like. Even though it can be a minus in some situations, that's a card that is good. Now, the Divine Wrath. If my opponent, like, think about Vavine, Dragon's Vavine. My opponent pitches a card, right? To dump a card. Essentially, he's minusing himself. He summoned Ducks, Stardust. Okay, you activate a trap, activate Divine Wrath. Or you activate space on that Ravine, they tribute Stardust, you play Divine Wrath. Basically, in that situation, you break even. But you're not going to break even all the time with cards that usually or generally make you minus. That's why people don't use it. So you got a plus in the game somehow, and that's how you got to think about it. You play your deck and you waste your whole hand just to summon one monster. That deck is not good. It's pointless to play a deck to focus around one monster and one planet. You'll lose. The sliding scale, you lose yourself. So let me break this down. You gain, you minus your opponent. Essentially, they have less responses to you. The chances that you will win increases. Okay? If you make a deck, put in cards that either break even or plus. That's how it works. Now, we know, well, I'm not going to go anymore.